Hey guys, we're here. We're going to do a booty camp workout for our 4th of July weekend. Feel free to do this as many times as you want to though, because it'll be on YouTube instead of on our live, which live has been really annoying lately. So hopefully maybe YouTube will be easier if I start doing it on here. All you need today is a booty band and our timer. I've got my medium one. Our timer is going to be side by side, so we're going to do 35 seconds, and then at the ding, you don't stop. You'll either switch legs or you'll switch exercises slightly, okay? So we'll be working for 1 minute and 10 seconds all together, 2 times on the same exercise, and then we'll switch exercises, okay? Go ahead and turn your watch on, start warming up. I'm gonna run through everything real quick, and then we'll start the workout. All right, wrap, go, lay down. All right, I've got the big ones here, but not the little ones, so hopefully, you can't handle the dings, hopefully the big ones can. So you're gonna start on all fours like you're gonna go into a bird dog. So we wanna brace the tummy so we have a nice flat back. You're gonna extend one leg back, and then you're gonna bring it down and across your body behind you, and then kick out at an angle. Down and across, kick out at an angle. Be careful when we do this one not to let your opposite hip want to fall down. So you want to keep that opposite hip lifted while we do it. At the ding, we'll just switch legs during that exercise. Then we're going to pop up, we're going to keep the band on and do a lunge front heel lift. I'm going to roll my pants up so you see my foot. All right, go lay down, the other way. You're going to step back into a lunge, hold it for a moment, and then lift up that front heel, pushing against that band. Lift that heel, and then come back up, step together. Now, on this one, we're going to stay on one leg, and then ding, we'll switch legs, okay? But you do get to step up and take a little break in between each one. Clamshells is next. You'll come all the way down on your side, on your elbow, go, shoot. On your elbow, stay lifted through your obliques here on the bottom, and then you're going to squeeze open, keeping that bottom knee down and keeping your feet glued together. I know. Now on this one, we're going to stay on the same side instead of rolling over, but we'll change the exercise slightly at the ding by adding open, extend, close, in. Open, extend, close, in. Okay? Keeping the band on, you see the theme here? Squat kickbacks. Same leg, we'll switch legs at the ding. Squat, kick back. When we kick back, I want you to flex your foot and squeeze the very bottom of your glutes. Try not to let yourself rock forward during that kick. Rotating RDLs, still living in the band right now. We're gonna come, bridges is where we're at next, not rotating RDLs. I knew I was missing something. So single leg bridges. Now I'm going to give you 2 options here. Option 1 is to extend the leg and just do your single leg bridge this way. Okay? Option 2, if that's a little bit too hard, you can cross over. So we have a little bit more support here, and then bridge this way. That way it's easier to keep the hips even. Okay? This one's harder, this one's easier. Band stays on to keep tension against the legs so that we don't let the knees fall out. The knees tend to fall out when we do single legs because it's trying to help you get that leg up. Now we got the rotating RDLs. So we got one foot back. And remember on this stance, I'm not in a tight rope. I am still hip width apart. We're gonna go big, wide arms. And we're going to rotate and reach back through that front leg, touching the inside of that opposite knee, and then coming back up. At the ding, we'll switch sides. Side planks. Now, we can lose the band for this one, or you can keep it on. I'm just going to keep it on for right now. I probably will lose it when we actually do it. Side planks. Go ahead and start in a plank. Now, also, that was a modification. You can come down on your elbow if you need it, but I would prefer if you start in a regular plank and open up to your side plank and hold from here. That way at the ding, real easy to rotate over and hold the other way, okay? The band's really not gonna affect you much there, so you can leave it on and take it off. And then our last one is gonna be a lateral leg lift with a curtsy lunge. So you're gonna do a little leg lift out the side, and then step back behind you into a curtsy lunge, Come back to that lateral leg lift and step back into a curtsy lunge. Okay? So, nothing super complicated. Hopefully that works out good. Let's warm up together and then we'll be ready to go. I'm just gonna leave the band on because it's easy. Start with some squat calf raises. Squat, lift the heels. Woo. I am a little bit happy to be working out inside right now. It's nice, much better. It's so hot outside. I was gonna put them outside and they don't want to be out there either. Last one. I got the hiccup. Turn those feet out. Let's do some sumo squats. Press out against the band if you have it on. If you're not using the band yet, that's fine. Just want to warm them up. Squeeze that booty to come up. Lift those knees, bring the feet back together, lift knees. Hip flexors, warming up. Stay tall through your posture. Good. Last one, we're gonna do some airplanes. Kick one leg back, your hips are facing straight. Now open the hips, open and close. Open and close. If you need to hold on for this, you can. If you want to make it harder, you can add some arms and make it a full airplane. That is harder. 6 on the other side. Kick back, get your balance, squeeze the booty to open, close back to square hips. Squeeze to open, back to square. 3 more. Whoop. 1 more. And rest. Good job. All right, we're nice and warm now. All right, we've got our 30-second warning. We're gonna come down on all fours. We're gonna start like a bird dog. So brace the abs, extend one leg back, and then cross it over the bottom leg. So you start here, you're gonna cross over and tap the floor on the other side of that bottom leg, and then kick out at a diagonal. All right, ready? Here we go, leg goes back, bring it over, and then kick out. Now keep this small enough that you can stay in control of it. Don't try to go so big that you start wagging your butt either side. Keep it kind of small, and really squeeze through the outside, your glute med. Squeeze through the outside of the glute on the kicking leg, and squeeze through the outside of the glute of the supporting leg to keep you from dumping over into it. Now at the ding, we're just going to close this leg and switch sides immediately. Switch. Bring it down, kick it out. Check in with your tummy, make sure it's still engaged. It's not working too hard, but it's keeping you up flat in the back. Relax your bottom toes, don't crunch them up. Squeeze, slow and steady. All right, that's a rest. So we're gonna repeat that exercise again, and then we'll switch exercises. So take a little rest from there. I did have to go put the dogs up because Rat just thinks it's time to be with me when we're on the floor. Prepare, brace the abs, kick that leg back. Here we go, cross, kick. Watch your weight shifting in your hands too much. Try not to put all your weight in that opposite hand. Try to keep your upper body evenly distributed through your arms. starting to sweat already. Don't let your butt wag. Don't go side to side whenever you kick out. All right, that's it for that one. We're gonna stand up now. We're gonna go to lunge heel lifts. So you'll step back in your lunge, you'll lift your front heel, you'll stay on the same side for that whole 35 seconds. I'll roll my pants up again so you can see my heel. Step back into your lunge, lift the front heel, lower, come up. Lunge, lift, lower, together. Remember when we're lunging that it's okay not to be stick straight upright. You can hinge forward just a little bit because that will help you engage that front glute a little bit more. So my right glute is engaged right now and I'm hinging forward just a tad and then I'm pushing up out of it to come back together. Switching sides. Lunge, lift, together. Lunge, lift, together. Lunge, lift, together. Lunge, lift, together. Balance not as good here. Another stance that you don't want to be in a tightrope for. Your lunges should not be like this. They should still be hip width apart with the feet. We're gonna do that same lunge sequence again. And then we'll have a water break. All right, ready? Feet together. Step back. Lift the heel. Come back together. I'm glad I picked the medium band instead of the tight one. Switch sides. I get some water. I almost did a July 4th theme, but I remember my July 4th one having lots of star jumps and things. Which one would be hard for me to do in here because I'm not willing to work out in the garage. So I was like, just do regular. We're gonna come down on our side now on our elbow and do clamshells. So come all the way down on your forearm. Glue your feet together. Keep your waist and your obliques lifted. Keep the bottom knee down. Open that top leg. Squeeze, not like shaking because I'm squeezing. Bring it back down slow. Right through here, right through the outside of that top glute. I'm also actively pushing down through this leg to keep it down. Don't let it follow you up. Now remember here at the ding, we're going to stay on this side. We're just going to add an extension to the leg. Abs are pulled in. Don't let your whole body rock backwards with that leg. Here we go. Open, extend, close, and then bring it back together. Open, extend, close, bring it back together. Try not to let your knee move during that extension or the close. Keep it in that nice tight squeeze as we add on there. Check in at the bottom. Are you sinking in? Keep it lifted. over to the other side now. That cheek's a burning. There's still so much dog hair on this rug. Who let me buy a black rug? All right, lift through those bottom sides, feet glued together, bottom knee glued down, open and close slowly. Open, close. Woo. Shake, shake, shake. Add that extension. Open, extend, keep that knee in the same spot. Close. Open, extend, bring it in, close. Oh, it's that so much rougher. Open. My body's twisting a little bit. Try not to let your body twist. I could feel it on that last one. All right, we're gonna stand up. Be careful going up and down with the band on. Squat kickbacks are next. You're gonna stay on the same leg, and I want your foot to be parallel as you kick back. Don't let it turn out to the side. So let your heel lead the way. Feet are hip width apart. Sit down into your squat. Kick back with one foot. Bring it back in. Squat. Squeeze. Keep your foot flexed while you're kicking back so you can feel it right at the very top of your hamstring and bottom of the glute. When you kick back, you're going to have to stabilize a little bit, but don't teeter-totter forward all the way. Squat, stabilize, kick back. Switch legs. Squeeze. Watch that foot wanting to turn out. Rest. One more set of those on either side. Maybe facing front's better on these. No, surely not. Surely you can see better from the side. All right, second set, ready? Squat, kick back, stay on the same leg. If you're struggling with the balance, you can hold on to something if you need to. Switch. Remember to squeeze the bottom of that booty. It's called a kickback, but it should probably be called a squeeze back. Squeeze it. Squeeze. Almost there. Good. All right, get some water. Round three's coming up. We're gonna do those single bridges. Oh, I closed my exercise ring. I'm done for the day. Have a good rest of the video. All right, so remember what I said, you've got two options with these singles. You can either do the leg straight up to the ceiling, or you can cross it over, okay? I'll roll my pants back a little bit. All right, lay down and get comfy. Heels are tucked in close, feet are straight. One leg goes straight to the ceiling. Bridge up, bring it back down slow. Bridge up, bring it down slow. Now, right now, we're really just doing glute bridges, so I'm not super concerned about you articulating back down to the floor. Just squeeze through your hips and bring it back down slow. If you need to cross it over to help keep your hips even, see how much higher I can get here too? So if you feel like you're just barely getting off the ground with that straight leg, I can only go probably 3/4 of what I can go here. Switching sides. If you feel like you're struggling with single straight leg just a little bit too much, cross it over. It's still very hard to do single leg that way, but more accessible to that height. Let's see how much higher I can get here. I can get pretty much a full bridge if I cross it over because it's so much more stable. But let's do the hard version. Woo. Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll cramp it up. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, little rest. We're gonna do that same thing again. And as always, if you need to do just a regular bridge, that's fine too. When I say glute bridge versus our regular articulating bridge, that means I'm just turning the glutes on and off to get down. I'm not telling you to roll up and articulate your spine like we do sometimes, because we're really just focused on glutes today, not all that movement through the spine. When you switch legs, make sure that knee that you just put down, that foot you just put down is nice and straight. Don't let it be wonky. That's part of why we're using the band here. When you're doing single leg, that bottom leg can tend to kind of want to flare out. We want to keep it straight so that your hamstring is in fact getting hit with all of that weight from your leg, okay? So right down the back of the leg is what's getting hit so that you can get up from there. Oh, I'm cramping. Ooh, I haven't had any electrolytes yet today. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stand up and do a rotating RDL next. If this cramp will go away, please. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about here. Hold on. I needed to talk and I was too busy hurting. Okay. Feet are hip width apart. Take one step back. The back heel is lifted. The front knee is ready to be softened, but we're gonna reach back to your hip. So we're here. Instead of going into a squat or like a curtsy, like that, I want you to reach your butt back so you end up here and then come all the way back up to square. So the knee is not gonna go forward. That front knee is not gonna go forward. It's gonna go back. All right, ready? Go. Reach back, bring it square. Reach back, bring it square. Now I'm still bending my knee. I'm just not going down into a lunge like this. I'm using my knee to hinge me back. You should feel this cheek open up. About ready to switch. Step back, heels lifted. Rotate, push back to that left glute now. Don't just let your hand come down. Don't just do this. I want your whole body to turn enough to be able to touch that arm while keeping it nice and wide. Watch out for your fan. Rest. We're gonna do that one again. That'll be the end of round 3 after this one. Start with those feet hip width apart. Slide one foot back. Back heel is lifted. Arms are wide. Rotate, push back. Bring it back to square. Keep the tension on the band. Don't let your knee, this supporting knee here, collapse in. So when you come down, don't let yourself do a weird little twist situation. Just keep the tension, pressing out from here too. Because we're adding weight to the glute with the band, because we're not using weights, dumbbells. We're adding weight with the band. Switch legs. Turn your whole body, don't just let your arm come down and touch your knee. Almost there. Woo. All right. Now I know I said I was going to take it off from my side plank, but I think I'm just going to leave it on. So get some water, and then we're going to come down. I'm going to start in a plank. If you need to modify, start on your forearms. But I want, when you're on your forearm in a side plank, it should be horizontal to you, not straight in front of you, okay? So, we're gonna step back into our plank. Ready? Now rotate towards me and hands either on hip or straight up, whatever you prefer. So right now I'm going to have you squeeze through the bottom side of your glutes and your obliques, and then a little bit of inner thighs to help keep you here in the same position. Just hang out. Focus on your breath. If you need to be on your elbow, you want your elbow parallel, or not parallel, horizontal to you, okay? Otherwise, stay up here. At the ding, we're just going to rotate right over to the other side. Turn around. Hold. Squeeze bottom glutes, bottom obliques, inner thighs. Breathe. I'm getting a good view back there of my butt squeezing. Lift up, don't sink in, lift up. Well, I meant to say come back to plank and rest gently, but then I forgot. We're gonna do that again. I'll try to close it out more gracefully this time. Whew. All right, one more set of these. Focus on your breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. All right, we're almost ready to go to the other side. Ready. Make sure that hand stays underneath your shoulder. Don't let it get too far out in front of you. Stay lifted through the bottom. Almost there. Oh, I forgot again. Oh, that left side's so much harder. Okay, we got one exercise to go. Lateral lift with a curtsy lunge. Then we'll be done. So, staying on the same leg, switch at the ding. Lift. Step behind yourself and give me a little curtsy. Come back to that lift. Go right back to that curtsy. Nice and slow. Control the tension you have on the band. You need a chair to hold on to. Pause me and grab one. Be careful on your curtsy. Another thing I see with the curtsy lunge, especially when we have the band on, it gets real, I gotta pee real fast, okay? So give yourself some room between your legs so that your knees are not crashing into each other. Switch sides. Lift, curtsy. Lift, curtsy. Woo. Almost there. All right, one more set of those and we're done. Then we can take this band off. Whew. All right, final set. Ready? There we go. Lift, curtsy. Lift, curtsy. Give yourself room between those legs. Try not to teeter-totter out of this other hip when you're doing that lateral lift. If this is as high as you can get it, that's as high as you can get it without having to scoop over into that other hip. If you want to keep your hand here to make sure that you're not doing this, you can. Switch. Woo. Whoa. This left one's tired, or right one's tired. They're both tired. Almost there. Oh, let's get out of this band. Hallelujah. All right, get some water. I was gonna say catch your breath, but this was not cardio intensive. It was a slow burner. I'm still sweating. I'm just not unable to breathe. How refreshing. Yesterday I sweat for so long. I was just wet under my boobs for like hours. It was terrible. So I'm sweaty, but at least I can just immediately get a shower right now, which is nice. All right, let's take a seat. We're gonna stretch out your booty. Start with some fire logs. You know I love these. Stack up your legs at as much of a 90-degree angle as you can handle. Hinge your body forward. Try not to collapse forward and slouch. Try to have a nice flat back and then come forward. Hands can go on the floor. More intense, elbows can go on the floor. But I don't want elbows on the floor if you're rounded over like this, okay? I want you to lay forward over your leg. Bring it up slow. Let's switch it over. Oh goodness, was I putting on a show? Sit up nice and tall here. Hinge forward from there. Elbows if possible. I might not have it. I got one elbow today. That's what I have to offer. The left one's a little unhappy. All right, we're gonna lay down. Can't see. We're gonna lay down. Take one leg straight up to the ceiling and flex it. Grab right behind your knee. Let your knee bend a little bit and pull. Now from here, try to straighten your leg while keeping your hands and your knee in the same spot. Try to straighten it up from there. It should be a pretty intense stretch at the top of the calf and then in the base of the hamstring. Release that slowly. Reach out and grab the ankle with the opposite hand. Okay? Now, slowly pull your foot across your body and see if you can get it down flat on the floor on the other side. So I'm pulling on that opposite leg pulling on my ankle with my hand, and then mentally push that knee away from you a little bit. You probably can't reach it, so just activate to push away slightly, and that should even heighten this stretch. You might not need to do that, it might be enough without that, but it adds on. Bring it back up, release that leg slowly. Other leg straight to the ceiling. Grab right behind the back of the knee. Pull the knee in, let it bend. Okay? Now for me on this left side, just this is a stretch, so straightening it out is going to be rough. Now try to straighten it out while not moving your knee. Ooh, look at it shake. Now if I put it over here, it'd be happy. My left leg would rather be over there doing its own thing. He does not like to be straight with the rest of my body. Release slowly. Grab that ankle with the opposite hand. Bring it over your body and try to plant your heel and then flat foot. If you don't make it to the floor, that's totally fine. Just float. It's just a goal to reach for. But I don't want you to dump your whole body over in order to get your foot flat. The goal is to keep your hip down and bring your foot over. So if this side is lifting way off the floor, you're not getting as much of a stretch as you could be. Like I said again, mentally push that knee away and hold it there. Release that leg slowly. Good job, we did it. All right. Hopefully it doesn't take me forever and a day to upload this on YouTube. This is Wednesday afternoon, so it should be ready to go for y'all on Friday, so you can do it Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And I will see y'all next week. Have a wonderful 4th of July.